The need for information about our world and our surroundings creates new communication channels and knowledge. Communication brings in new ideas. The type of information that contains location, shape, and relation to other structures is called spatial information. We build an infrastructure upon spatial information, which ensures coordination and activities towards exchange of data and services. INSPIRE stands for Infrastructure for Spatial Information in European Community. What is spatial data? The majority of data are actually spatial in their nature. It is the case with any data which have a spatial aspect or spatial representation. Such data often include environmental, health, or security data. Why are spatial data so special? Because they can be conveyed as easily understandable information. For survival reasons, humans learned to think spatially. They had to know what is a good area for shelter, where the water spring is located, and where the hunting prey is located. Cave drawings were the first maps. Spatial is friendly to people because seeing the location of some object, event, or phenomenon, and especially seeing in the context of other things nearby, creates a sense of understanding. What does it mean exactly? We are all day-to-day connected to locations, events in space, real-world phenomena, and human activities with a where defined. We use addresses to pinpoint locations within build-up areas. For example, we need to deliver mail, newspapers, milk, services, and merchandise to a number of customers based on their addresses, and we do it even in different countries. To understand spatial data and to be able to implement it, we need a common spatial language. Since we live in a digital age, we create abstract models of everything using digital data. We use commonly or formally agreed division of space to specify geographic location, continent, country, federal unit, regional unit like county, municipality, city district, statistical unit, parcel. To define a location on the planet Earth, we define the origin of the coordinate system and use coordinates in relation with Earth's body, latitude, longitude. Seriously, how does all that stuff affect our lives? First, let's talk business. Choosing the most efficient place to build shopping malls or gas stations is dependent on spatial data. Farmers use spatial data to better manage crops. With spatial data integration, every business can be made more efficient and mistake-proof. Effects: increased sales, satisfied customers, better market communication, optimized network or retail facilities, decreased fuel consumption, to mention a few. Last but not least, more satisfied individuals, increased quality of life. So what else is there? Oh yes, safety and emergency situations. For a building permit, one needs to know what earthquake potential zone it is in, and therefore what level of earthquake resilience must be applied in the design. For emergency situations, high importance lies with the location of access roads, helicopter landing areas, nearest medical facilities, current crew locations, etc. Spatial data need to be exchanged, and for that reason a common spatial language needs to be spoken within a country as well as between different countries. Through INSPIRE Directive, the European Union defines elements of its spatial language in Annexes 1, 2 and 3, where altogether 34 data themes are listed as essential ingredients. Among other, they include administrative units, addresses, habitats, and biotopes. Among 34 INSPIRE data themes as potential showcases, rivers are chosen with their many aspects of spatially relevant context. Take flood control, for example. To manage floods, one needs to use layers of data like water features, streams, channels, lakes, etc. To manage emergency situations, we need information on emergency calls, locations of crews, shelters, and escape spots. Another example is river water quality. To obtain information on status quo, one needs data on water quality measurements, such as chemical, biological, and physical characteristics of water, sanitary water processing facilities, settlements, industry locations, and emissions into water, as well as groundwater sampling locations in the river influence zones. Rivers, mountains, air pollution, and mail deliveries don't stop at borders. Therefore, the cross-border cooperation is of top importance. Inspired Directive has the role and importance as dictionary and grammar for the development of the common spatial language in the region. Countries of the region need to develop national spatial data infrastructures following Inspire principles and establish mutual cooperation. This is the way new information builds up connections and inspires ideas for future development between countries and people.